Hello everyone, hello! Cesare here with more World of Warcraft. Joining me is, of course, Windrake.
Oh,
Hello. We are currently working on Stormheim together, but before that we'll do our first little bit of morning stuff I think Piamette's already done hers, but I'm going to complete my Order Hall missions here, and I only have one apparently. So that's cool. Fina Bornsdaughter just leveled up. Okay, cool. Awakening Essences. Well, they start giving those out really early.
What do you need?
yes, Awakening Essences. I got some, I think.
There we go. Sent my guys out on another mission. I don't have a lot of dudes, so...
I am Valar Jar.
Okay.
May your battles end.
Let me go see if my other thing has finished installing.
I scrolled down past the mounts I have to start reading the mounts I don't have, and there's all these names I just don't recognize, and I'm like, wow. But that's also a sign that I got, like, so many of the actual mounts when I was actively playing.
Yeah, I did that last week. This game has so many mounts now that I don't recognize.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There we go. Okay, Forced March is complete. Oh, my stream now shows the Discord overlay. Didn't do that before. Oh well.
Your stream does? Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta turn slimes on.
Well, that's cool. How'd you get it to do that?
I don't know. I just started doing it when I reinstalled Windows and WoW and all that.
God damn it. Because I've seen other people's streams do that, and... well, at least people will know now.
Yeah, they'll know. Piamette is talking.
Piamette.
And there they are, slimes.
They seem a little low.
They do. Let me fix that.
Just a teeny bit low. Ah!
Yeah, it's either that or that. That's the options I get. There. That's a little
There's
better.
no option to, like... okay, that's fine.
No, for some reason it's like here. It's either gonna snap here or here. Deal with it.
I think, like, there's some kind of unsnap option.
Probably, but I don't know where to find that.
Or maybe something to nudge them upwards, but this
No,
is
we can't
much
have
better.
that. Can't have that.
Ah ha ha.
I don't want people knowing if people message me. Why would I want that? Okay.
Yeah, why would you want to publicize that? Also, I saw that.
Yeah. Overlay. Enable in-game overlay. Okay, sorry guys, that's gotta go away.
How do you disable it?
Okay, so you go to your user settings in the bottom left on Discord, and go down to overlay, and then you can enable that.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I see what it is. It's enable in-game overlay, and then at the bottom it says show text chat notifications.
Yeah, turn that off, and...
so, you can still enable the overlay, but not have the text chat.
Yeah.
So, right?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Oh, okay.
I can't have that, though. Okay, it's back. Sorry guys, we're just messing around with things. I just don't want people seeing people messaging me because private messages should be private. That's the point of them.
Yes. Yes.
Alright, so we are going to head down to Stormheim again. So, do I have a jump right there? No, I don't. Okay, so we're going to go down to Dalaran.
We will meet again soon.
We also have this quest. Oh, that's so cool. I've never seen the warrior thing before.
Oh, me jumping out of the order hall?
Yeah.
Yeah. But you've seen me land. Anyway, we have the quest, you're right, but I don't want to do that until later. the fallen star.
It's important. It's for our order hall.
Yeah, we'll do it later.
We should do it now.
No, we should do it once we're done the 4 pillars.
Ah.
Because it's important for something later in the story.
But it's important now. That's why they give it to us now.
No, it breaks the story up. It's harder to follow.
No, it doesn't. Please.
Oh, you piece of shit.
Yay!
She's the worst.
How may I
Piamette.
I'm ready to go to Suramar. We haven't even been to Suramar yet. Be on guard, ma'am. Suramar is a dangerous place.
Keep your wits about you. If we noticed that object shooting out from the Felstorm, so too did the Legion.
So too did Bob Dole.
Fatigue.
Yeah.
Thanks, game.
The flight actually takes more than a minute, you die.
Be on your guard, Khadgar.
The first thing I did when I got Legion was I was playing a Demon Hunter and I got to Dalaran there, and I figured out how to get into the Nighthold without actually, walking there. I just flew down from Dalaran, and then I tried to figure out how to get into or onto the Tomb of Sargeras, but they have a debuff, or had a debuff that when you got near it, it would kill you. Yeah, the Nighthold was scary though because it's that building right there, the tower there.
Amazing. Ancient highborn ruins litter the landscape. And there, along the coast, it looks to be a very cool settlement. Fascinating.
Everything here is 110.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Can't
So-
believe I'm 107 already.
There it is. Land at the shoreline and investigate. Somewhere in those murky waters is our mysterious object. Time to get your feet wet.
That's a rare event,
Oh.
like a rare monster event.
Definitely do not want that. I was like staring at it like, this isn't right, but it's not right, but it's okay. Hey, look at this. Miro, come here.
It's your job? No. It's oh. You tried to be Kalasha.
Huh?
You tried to be Kalasha and died for
They
it.
both died.
Yeah,
they
okay,
go
Gary, you could
together.
have at least given us underwater breathing, dude.
You're cutting out a lot now. Shit.
Huh?
Hello.
Oh, it's probably because I was talking too quiet and it wasn't reaching my noise
You know
gate.
what? We're not in a party.
That's true. What? No, I was inviting you, you piece.
Ha! Snooze, you lose.
You snooze, you lose. Is this there?
It's a good thing this isn't classic, because
It's
we'd be
not
dead.
here. Those beasts must have dragged it
Sure.
into the cave. The search continues.
Search.
Murkmouth Poop Handler.
Yeah, I was just reading that. I was like, what the fuck?
I don't remember that. There's the
Alright.
cave.
That thing's a poop handler, guys.
Yay.
Do you wish you could swim around like this in real life?
Garbage Mancer. That's me.
Sure.
No,
man.
I don't
Sir.
wish for that. I have no reason to want to swim.
Really?
I can swim, but I choose not to.
I can't swim very well.
You know what? Probably not.
But no, I know I can. There's no probably not. Just flat out I can't. Jorg Murkmouth. Alright.
There it is.
Well,
The giant is holding it. There's only one way to separate a giant from its treasure.
you know what? Did you kill?
Go big? Alright.
As always. Go big. Okay.
undertow. Just caught in the undertow.
What?
I said I'm caught in the undertow. I'm just caught in the undertow.
Oh, yes.
Because you use undertow.
Oh shit, and it catches us.
Yep. Lincoln Park is relevant again.
Lincoln Park is always relevant. Anyone who says otherwise is not your friend.
But you hated Lincoln Park for the longest time.
I didn't.
You did.
No.
Piamette, when I met her, was like, no, I don't like Lincoln Park.
Hurry back to Dalaran and meet
I
me
don't
in the
like
Chamber
Linkin
of the
Park. I just
Guardian.
have 20 of their songs
Safe
on my
return,
computer
friend.
and don't talk about it.
Sure, she was like, I don't like Lincoln Park. Lincoln Park's edgy.
Okay, so it says just return, so I guess we can just use our dollar and Hearthstone.
Perhaps. I got a whole bunch of shit I need to sell, apparently.
Oh, you can do that in Dalaran.
Technically, I can do that.
Wow. Yeah, technically you can.
Okay, because I have the wonderful Traveler's Tundra Mammoth. They've come out with a whole bunch more of these types of mounts
Oh, do I have a deal for you?
in the years to come, guys, but unfortunately, or fortunately, because it doesn't really matter, I have never had to purchase any of them because this one has served me just well in everything that I've needed.
Yeah, I've considered buying the Yak for Transmog, but really, that's
What, can I just sell this? Okay.
such a small convenience.
Right? Like, it's cool.
I'd say we have to go to the mid.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wait, no. Yes?
Maybe? I don't know, I'm
Guess so.
selling stuff I don't need.
Alright, yes.
Okay, do you need Shelter Eye Silk still?
Yeah, sure, always.
Alright, I got some of that. I don't need timber anymore. Yeah, my inventory. I don't need elixirs of shadow sight anymore. Never.
Never.
Sansanical with the host. I am sorry, Sansanical, if you've been talking. I did not have my bot open. Well, it's open, but I
Yes.
didn't have it.
He
There.
said, oh, whoa, yeah, in classic breath runs out really fast. How are you doing today, Sir Sassare?
Sorry about that, Sansanical. I am doing really good. Thank you for asking. Piamette is here, as you can see. She was keeping you company. That's good.
Sort of.
But yeah, in classic, yeah, you're right. Winchig and I played it together for a bit, and
We'll go back to it.
Yeah, your breath definitely runs out super quick.
1 minute on breath, so.
You don't have the gold for any of that. So right now I have about 18,000 on this character. On my main character, I was sitting at about 130,000 since.
You have that much money because I gave you that much.
What, on this character?
Yes.
Valid, but Kalasha has about 130,000. She's had 130,000 since like Wrath of the Lich King, and it just kind of goes up and down a little and fluctuates slightly. I'm gonna get up there. It's up here. Oh, I see. Okay. You got the level 32 on Classic. I think we were roughly around the same place, maybe a little higher.
We got to level 30 and then stopped. Was that 30?
I think so, yeah.
It was either
There is
30 or
much to be
40.
done.
Show me what you've found. Most curious indeed. This is no object of the Legion's making. Let me have a closer look.
Without
Oh, there you go. There.
Okay.
Azeroth, I pray that this, the final plea of the Army of the Light, has reached you intact. The 1,000 Years' War has reached its peak, but the nightmare is far from over. This vessel represents our ultimate sacrifice. It must reach the Prophet. He is the key. None of us asked for this burden, but it is what fate has deemed. Succeed, and the light
So, Turalian is an old lore character that people have been asking about forever. He went missing during the events of Warcraft 2 when they first went through the Dark Portal and Ner'zhul rips everything apart. And yeah, he as you can see, just made a reappearance here in Legion.
Hail and well met, champion.
Turalian lives! For ages I had thought my old friend had perished on some desolate Legion world, but to know that he yet lives is in danger, and his danger is too much to bear. We must hurry, Miro and Luminal. We must uncover the object's sacred purpose. The prophet of whom Turalian spoke is undoubtedly the leader of the Draenei, Velen. Take the object of the journey to the Exodar. It is there that you will find
you to the Exodar.
Prophet Velen.
Good luck, champion.
I will open a portal for you now. Take my beacon, and when you are ready to return, and use it when you are ready to return.
You are our last best hope.
Okay.
My thoughts on the Shadowlands expansion. After thinking about it a little bit more, well, I like the idea right from the get-go.
Dang it.
What? Oh, look.
Not here.
Oh, well, I am now, but it looks like it is phased.
Yeah.
We make our last stand at the Vault of Lights. If you can make your way
So,
here,
you were saying, though?
you will find
listen to Velen.
sanctuary, although I cannot
That's right.
say for how long. Did your vision foretell of this day, Prophet? Did you see our coming? I bring you a message from Kil'jaeden to be served in the blood of your people. Justice will be met. A coward's death to these traitorous Draenei. Mar their corpses, so the living may see the fate that awaits them.
Okay. So, at first I was a little annoyed because I don't feel like Sylvanas should be able to defeat the Lich King in a fight. Bias there because the Lich King is my favorite character. But then I also took some time and thought about it, and Bolvar isn't Arthas, he doesn't have Frostmourne, and Sylvanas has been gaining power for the past 3 expansions.
Yeah, that one video we watched was really
In Eredun.
helpful
It is no
and
coincidence that Kil'jaeden
informing.
sent an Eredar to slaughter my people. The deceiver revels.
Plus,
in
that's just a cutscene, so.
creative punishment
Yeah.
for those that dare defy him.
I like the idea that the artifacts that make up the Lich King, the helm and the sword, were not actually created by Kil'jaeden. They were stolen from the Shadowlands. That was a really neat idea to throw behind the character, to add even more weight to his character. That's why when she ripped the helm apart, it opened the door to the Shadowlands.
Wait, what?
You didn't know that?
Sorry, repeat it. I had, like, dudes talking.
Oh, the helm and the sword that made up the Lich King, they were not made by Kil'jaeden. They were stolen by Kil'jaeden from the Shadowlands. So, in case you guys don't know, I don't know how often we went to the Exodar in our playthrough. I don't think very often. But, this is the Exodar. It is the Draenei capital city.
We never went to the Exodar.
I feel like we've been here at least once.
No. We're Horde.
That's true. You're right. We probably have not been here. Anyway, this is the Alliance side Draenei capital city. This is where they hang out. The Draenei are originally known as a race of aliens called the Eredar, but their leader Velen was one of 3 leaders, him, Archimonde, and Kil'jaeden, that were approached by Sargeras and offered power. Velen was like, fuck no. And Kil'jaeden and Archimonde were like, fuck yes. And yeah, so they fled and came here and named themselves the Draenei, which means exiled ones, I think.
Yeah,
But-
also I was really happy because
Fate has delivered you to us
right
in this
before
most
Legion,
dire time,
basically,
hero. While
well,
I
sort of,
sense that your mission
the
is
expansion
urgent,
before
we do
Legion,
not push
I
back
was
these
Draenei,
invading
and I had
demons.
race changed to
We will
Blood
all
Elf for
perish.
guild reasons, and then
This
quit
barrier
because guild
protecting my
reasons.
people requires all of my energy
And
focus.
then I got to
I
come
am
here as a
afraid
blood elf,
you
and I was
must
like, my
venture
home.
into the demon-infested halls alone. Please search
So
for
that was
survivors
exciting for
and
me, I
eliminate
guess.
the Legion invasion point portals that you find across the Exodar.
There is a
You
quest.
must hurry. I do not know how much longer
quest
I can
in
keep
here?
this barrier active.
I never
Break
do
your
it.
bodies upon
Yeah.
the prophet's barrier, minions. Soon it
I don't
shall
even know what it
fall,
is.
and with it, the
It's like
hopes
all
of
this
the
extra
Draenei.
shit, and I'm like, by the time
Your will
I do
be
all the shit
done,
I have to do, I'm like, no.
Yeah, so there is a quest in the northern part here where you gotta like protect some people from some imps that are running in, and it's actually significantly difficult to do on your own. I don't know why they didn't group people together for this, but
Yeah, well, probably because not a lot of people do it.
yeah.
Originally, though, yeah.
This only delays the inevitable. Minions, destroy
At the end, they
them.
give you, like, a little NPC group, but why they don't give you that originally is fucking weird.
Yeah.
Here's the Exodar auction house.
So right
Of
now,
course, on my screen, not on Miro's.
yep. You remember doing this quest in your warlock? Yeah, when I did this on my warlock, like the upper quest was like almost impossible for me to do. One, because I'm not very good on my warlock, at least compared to others. Two, they do a lot of damage surprisingly, and my pet wouldn't pick them all up.
I don't remember which class I had trouble with this on. Probably most of them.
I did not have much problems on my demon hunter though, because well, demon hunter. Terrified Exodar citizen. Someone just left their kid here.
Well, that'll happen.
Is it safe to
Snooze
go
you
back?
lose.
The kid's just like standing out in the open crying.
Good job, kid.
The parents are like, well, you're on your own, see ya. You're a man now. Act
Well,
like
you
it.
don't know how to hide your reliability.
You don't know how to hide your liability. Fuck. See you later. The dad just like shoves the kid to the ground. Every man for himself.
When I do the destroy portal, it does this huge water effect around me, which is pretty cool. I think that's just a Mistweaver thing.
Ah, it could be.
Because I don't know what yours looks like, but...
As far as expansions go, I actually really enjoyed Legion. I was not a hardcore player, so the things that people hate about this expansion didn't really affect me.
Yeah.
And the stuff people hate about this expansion primarily is that it was really grindy.
Yeah, with the whole artifact.
Yeah, with the artifact power.
We kind of stopped once the artifact power got grindy.
Yes.
But not when it became like super grindy and we weren't in like you said, a extreme raid group or anything.
Yeah, I also did not play BFA for the same reasons that a lot of people are having issues with that expansion. Like, so far I like BFA. I don't have any issues with it, but I can see why people do, because they kept they brought back the artifact power thing again that people didn't like. What class do I main? I main Death Knight on Alliance, and I have since Wrath of the Lich King, and Demon Hunter on Horde. And I actually only started Demon Hunter because when Legion came out, Piamette and Silly were Horde, and I wanted to play with them, but I didn't want to transfer a character because that's expensive. So I just started Demon Hunter.
He was like, I'll make my Demon Hunter over here with you guys. And then he fell in love with Demon Hunter, which is cool.
That is true. Demon Hunter ended up being super cool.
Now Demon Hunter's like either your favorite class or tied.
It's actually probably my favorite because
Demon Hunter things.
Yeah. Well, I do like Death Knight still. I actually don't really care so much for the changes as much as I like playing Demon Hunter. So.
Yeah, Miro loves weird exploration, and Demon Hunter is awesome for that. So.
I-beam's your favorite ability in the game. Funny thing is, I play a tank, so I don't even get I-beam, but I-beam's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, Piamette's right. I like to explore, and Demon Hunter grants or scratches that edge pretty well.
Yeah. I also only played Vengeance on my Demon Hunter.
Stop these meddling
Because I played a lot of Blood Death Knight. In fact, that was the only kind of Death Knight I played. Come to think of it, so... Yeah.
There's the Houndmaster over there. You can actually kill him. I'm not going to, though. But yeah, so the whole objective here, guys, is we are helping the Janai right now. We need to free 12 of their citizens, which some of them don't look like normal Janai. They're called Broken. They're kind of like the Withered for Blood Elves, but they've existed a lot longer than the concept of the Withered. Never been able to wrap your head around Death Knight? So that's the funny thing. Like, I've heard people say that, and at the same time, Death Knight just meshed with me the moment I started playing it.
Huh. Sometimes that's just how it is. Like, me and Dancer on FF14, but so it goes.
Yeah, so, like, I picked up Death Knight, and I really liked it. I just understood it. I played Blood DPS at first. And then when they changed Blood DPS to be, or Blood to be exclusively tank, they changed Unholy's rotation to be exactly what Blood DPS was before, only with slightly different ability names. So it was a very easy transition. Oh, and you got a ghoul. That was the cool part.
That was the ghoul part.
Thus led to many annoyed and angry outbursts from Wintrig about my ghoul standing near her.
Oh, there's my healer, people. Jesus Christ. I was fighting this, like, trio, and they wouldn't fucking help, and then I ran away from them into the NPCs, and the NPCs were like, oh, whoa.
I owe you my life. Sensanical, what class do you play?
Yeah, I main a priest, and I actually play a lot of mages, I guess, and paladin. Priest, pally,
I actually really like paladin tanking in this as well.
Yeah.
Hey lady, stop crying.
Yeah, I hear it too.
We'll be there in a minute. This fucking kid's just standing here on the balcony. Well, that's probably why she's crying. The kid's on the balcony, and she's like, "Come in." What? Oh, I guess that makes some sense. This NPC just like fucking jumped off the balcony. I guess I did. She was like, "I can make it back on my own now. Your heroics have strengthened my resolve." And she takes off the balcony. All right. Man, these kids, they're dumb.
I will say I do really like where this whole storyline goes over the course of Legion. Sounds like you really have to wait.
Focus your attention on the remaining fell portals and end Rakish's
Speak to Prophet
incursion.
Felon like 3 times in a row.
Yeah, this, you already broke all the gates in that? Anyway, this expansion was really good on its storytelling. I was very happy with it.
Oh yeah. And that's a big thing for me, like, Mop, I didn't care for the story of. But then Warlords, I didn't like. Though some zones were okay, like, Gorgrond was fun.
I liked most of the zones on Warlords of Draenor.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I can't really think of any that I didn't really like.
I leveled so many characters through there.
In fact, the one I disliked, except for the ending of it, the most is probably Frostfire Ridge.
Yeah, Frostfire's really plain.
And like the story they have going there is okay. Like you're helping out Thrall's family in that, but and yeah, and fighting off the Iron Horde at the end, which is good. I didn't hate the story, but like the area is just well, I like the storm snow area. It's just not very exciting either.
Endless armies of Sargeras.
Huh.
Sisters, bring me their head.
No, don't. Miro likes having her head on her shoulders.
Oh?
Yeah. Oh shit! They're giving. They're on the discs. The Malagos discs.
Ah, yes, those guys.
Curse of Torment. I don't want that.
Must be much further ahead of you, but that's fine.
Yeah, I still have to break 2 portals.
Better than you having to wait on me for your stream.
You have an alliance main on Classic. Okay, so you got a Horde main and an alliance on the main game. How do you feel about Classic? Personally, I think it's a fun idea and that it was fun to play, but I still prefer modern day WoW to Classic. Modern day WoW has a lot of conveniences that and quality of life improvements that you obviously don't have in Classic because that's the point. But I feel like those quality of life things make the game far more enjoyable for me.
Yeah, it's definitely more enjoyable, but you know, there's some nostalgia things.
You just can't handle the leveling speed? Yeah. Yeah. Leveling speed is a bit, just a teeny bit slower, eh?
Yeah.
I do like how dangerous the world is, though. The level squish for Shadowlands is going to be interesting.
I like the old zone structures because even though I started in Wrath, I still
Divinius,
like
the
recognize.
champion has crushed the incursion.
Hang on.
Now
Dialogue.
is the time to take the chosen and finish off the leftover demonic taint within our halls. Secure the Exodar for our people once more.
As you command, Prophet.
I am Miro of the Four Winds. Alright, let's talk to Velen.
Not all who wander are lost.
Alright, so, okay, there we go.
I fear we have but a moment, hero. Rakish is still here, somewhere, and he must be stopped if my people are to find peace again. I know that you have ventured far to find me, and have brought with you a dire message. In your possession is an object of great importance. May I see it?
Will you join our cause?
Please show me what you have brought. We haven't much time.
We must unite against the Legion.
Should have just carried that around.
I'm sorry. I did not know. Champion, we have to go, now! I will explain on the way there. Inform me when you are prepared to leave, but please hurry.
Are you prepared to save Oros from Rakish and uncover the secrets held within Light's heart?
Not
What you have brought to me is known as Light's Heart. It is the sentience core of the Naru Prime, Zira. Locked away within the core is wisdom, knowledge, crucial to our battle against the Burning Legion. Yet only a Naru born of Zira is capable of unlocking the core. This is why you were sent here.
Dude.
This is the true purpose of the Burning Legion's invasion of the Exodar. The last of Zira's line, Oros, sits unguarded in the heart of the Exodar. If they destroy Oros, the information within Light's heart will be lost forever.
For a prophet, you are doing a very poor job of making predictions. It makes music when you beat it. What a delightful creature.
I killed shit too fast.
I will enjoy ending its existence.
Light, damn him! I will guide us to the heart of the vessel. Stay within my protective barrier as I cleanse the fell taint from the pathway.
Oh, you're actually gonna move at my speed now, Velen? Thanks, appreciate that, dude. I was chasing after him and he was just fucking booking it. And I was like, okay, I gotta use Heroic Leap to catch up to this guy. Ow. Also, this Rakish guy doesn't seem to understand that a prophet and a fortune teller are not the same thing.
We have made it in time. By the grace and glory of the light, I will heal Oros. Then we will deal with Rakish.
So that there is a Naru. That's what Windshade believes she is.
You have lost Rakish.
Yes, that's right.
Oros is renewed. And now you must answer for the atrocities you have committed.
Ah, the fated heroes have arrived. It would appear that you have bested me, Velen.
Okay.
But before I surrender and face the judgment of the light, there is one last thing I must do. Can you know victory without first knowing defeat? Come, fail, die.
Alright. Oh look,
My master's house, smolder the burning husks.
my pride kill have come to hell.
Yeah, I only got pandas.
Amidst the ruin of
I only got pandas. Piamette hates pandas for some reason.
I got Lily and Ted.
What? You like Lily?
Lily's alright.
She should talk. Guess she should do some of your dailies. Hey look, Sansanically use Miroga. Yes, indeed. So, the purpose of our stream, Sansanical, is basically, a lot of people are streaming, like, endgame stuff and raiding and stuff, but I like to do story, and every game I've done on stream, I've primarily gone through the story of, for the most part. I can't think of any I didn't. But, so I was like, you know what, we're going to do that in WoW, too. So we've been going through the various stories that they've had in each zone, and talking about the overarching story of each expansion as we go along. And as you can see, we've made it to Legion.
Yep. All the way from level 1.
Yeah, and we'll usually stop our EXP.
one, you will know the taste of defeat, even if it means my own death. From the mouth of Argus comes your doom. For soon the Annihilator will have its fill and detonate with the force of a collapsing star. Nothing but ash will be left where we stand.
Oh, okay. There's literally ash under him.
Faces that I see in my
Literally
last
what?
waking
Oh, yeah.
moments. A final agonizing memory.
You kill him?
I am turned to ash and cast into oblivion.
You asked me if I foresaw
welcome
this
it.
day, child. I did. And until this moment, I did not understand. In the time that is now just a whisper of a memory.
The funny thing is, when I did it, Velen's
day
like,
of
well,
his
like,
birth,
stop,
a vision
or I'll
came to
fight
me.
you.
In
He
that
said those
vision,
things
I
after
saw
he was dead.
myself weeping as I held the dying
Dialogue.
Eredar in my arms.
Okay.
His skin fell pocked and battle scarred, like yours. But I buried that vision after Kil'jaeden took my family from me, and for eons let it be lost in the darkest recesses of my being. Now, finally, as I hold you in my arms, I understand.
There is nothing left here for you, champion. Take Light's heart and return to Khadgar. Tell him that the Light died here this day. Farewell.
Odd. Alright, so I guess we just use the beacon, right? So, you regret not paying attention to it now, though? So, the story in WoW is not as clear as, let's say, Final Fantasy XIV, because Final Fantasy XIV's actual whole thing is its story. But WoW's story is there, and it's very good. It's just, in the game, it's harder to dissect. Because they got a lot of little subplots that they have you doing.
Knowledge is power.
But in Legion,
Wisely is the key.
and in Warlords in Legion, actually, they really stepped up their storytelling, and it's a lot easier to tell what the plot is and what they're trying to get you to do, and it's really good. Jaden took the child from Velen, let Velen believe that the boy had been killed, then raised the child as an agent of the Burning Legion with the express purpose of murdering his own father. That bastard waited 13,000 years to exact vengeance upon Velen for defying Sargeras and the Legion? The deceiver indeed. For Velen to experience such tragedy after what he and his people have already been through is heartbreaking. Such a thing would test anyone's faith. Alright, so, looks like the shoulders are the biggest upgrade. Oh, they upgraded. Cool. You did not ask for this burden, but it is what fate has deemed. Turlion's haunting last words still echo in my mind. I worry about the fate of the Janai, but the fate of my friend, Velen. But we must remain vigilant, Blood Elves. For now, Light's heart remains under your watchful eye. There's one place on Azeroth that I would trust with the safekeeping of the object. Your Order Hall. Take it there, Blood Elves. I will remain in the Dalaran and continue looking for answers. There must be another way.
Where you lead, we will follow.
Hey, Yassine. No Tato. Alright, I'm gonna stop the recording.
Oh.